O.J. Simpson, the former US sports star who was at the heart of the so-called murder trial of the century, has died of cancer aged 76. He'd enjoyed a decorated career in American football and in Hollywood, but in 1994 he was accused of murder over the deaths of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown, and her friend. Millions of TV viewers watched live as he was pursued by police and later closely followed his criminal trial. It sparked debates on race and police conduct, which continued long after his acquittal. But O.J. Simpson never reversed his fall from grace. A separate court eventually found him liable for the killings, and, aged 61, he was jailed for an armed robbery. Our US correspondent Dan Rivers looks back on a complicated and controversial life.
It was hyped as the trial of the century, and this was the moment which defined it. O.J. Simpson trying on the bloodied glove recovered near the stabbed body of his wife, Nicole Brown, and her friend, Ron Goldman.
Remember these words: if it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
O.J. Simpson had tried to evade the police as their investigation started, a televised car chase adding to the media frenzy. Onlookers cheering his white Ford Bronco as the former American football star tried to flee.
Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder.
O.J. Simpson was sensationally acquitted of the murders, which one of his lawyers told me exposed the fault lines of race relations in America.
This was probably the most watched trial on television, and it came at a time of deep, deep racial divisions in the country. And the trial put the racial divisions on trial, and the verdict produced a divided reaction. Many African Americans thought this was payback time and this was good. Finally, you saw a black man acquitted. Many white people didn't understand the verdict.
He was clearly the best running back of the 70s.
O.J. Simpson was considered one of the greatest American football players in the sport's history, propelling him to legendary status.
Nordberg, hiya, buddy. Hey.
After he stopped playing, Hollywood embraced him with several film roles. But the legacy of his wife's murder remained with him long after he was acquitted. In 1997, he was sued by the family of Ron Goldman and found liable for wrongful death. He was ordered to pay $33 million in damages. He later wrote a book whose title raised new questions. But sales never raised enough to pay his debts, forcing him to sell sports memorabilia, which he then tried to steal back in a botched armed robbery for which he was jailed in 2008 for 33 years. At his parole hearing, he expressed profound regret.
I would give it all back to these guys. They can have it all to get these last 5 years back.
Boy, what a beautiful day it is here in Las Vegas.
This was the last video he posted as he fought prostate cancer, an American sports hero whose fall from grace fascinated and divided the United States. Dan Rivers, ITV News, Washington.